The theme of the story is race shouldn't be a wall between human beings. There's no reason to treat others differently because we're all human. And because the Jews are treated differently and unequally when they come across the German. They're treated unequally and differently because they believe in different religion apart from the Germans. Another reason is that they're not Germans. The Jews are treated terribly. They can't own treasure, have a name, do their own thinking, get whipped or killed for no reason at all. If they got caught doing anything against the laws for Jews, they get sent straight to the chimney, where their bodies will be incinerated to ashes. The author is trying to tell us that we're all human. We shouldn't be treated differently and unequally by the way we look or believe in. In other words, people shouldn't judge a book by its cover without knowing what it's about. People should stand up to what one believes in and stand up for equality. Sacrifice oneself to get freedom. Don't be a silent sufferer. So example of this will be like how they talk to them terribly, like such as listen to me you fool, run faster, you're all good for nothings. And then giving them code instead of name, like Ellie said, I became A7713. From then on, I had no other name. And they can't own treasure. If they got caught hiding treasure, they'll get killed or get sent to the chimney. Throughout the story night, there are lots of times when race become a wall between human beings. The first time is when Germans got into Szeged for the first time. The first few days, the Germans did nothing, but as days and days have passed, the Germans started throwing edicts to the Jews of Szeged. One of the rules is all Germans can't own treasure by the penalty of death. The Germans started to take over Szeged and treat the Jews of Szeged unfairly in their own country, like in the Jews' own country. Then later, they're forced to board a cattle cart with thousands of people like they're all animals and can only take few pieces of clothing. After the cattle cart ride, the Germans checked one by one if any Jews hide treasure in their luggage, and if they do, they'll be shot on the spot. Another time when race became a wall between human beings is when the German officer talked to the Jews terribly. After they arrived at Burma concentration camps, they are forced to split into two lines, men on the right and women on the left. A few moments later, a German officer go around and ask them their name and their age. When the German officer asked Ellie how old he is, Ellie said he's 15, and the German officer said, "No, you're 18. Ellie speak back to the German officer and said, "No, I'm 15. That's when the German officer got mad and said, "Listen to me, you fool." Another time when the Germans are talking to the Jews badly is when they are running. The German officer yelled at the Jews saying that, "Run faster, you all good for nothings. The faster you run, the faster you can all go to sleep." The author described to us how he and the Jews of Szeged are treated badly and unequally. In the story, he described that one day at dusk, a veteran prisoner came in during roll call, and the German officer asked them to roll up their left sleeves. Then one by one, they're given a code. According to the author, he said that from that day on, he became A7713, and he had no other name. Through the author's description, we learned that they're treated terribly and unlike human. After reading the story, I learned that people shouldn't treat others terribly. People shouldn't treat terribly to another person by the way they look or what they believe in. Everyone has a different personality and each look different from one another. That's why we're all different. Each human being is unique in their own way. There shouldn't be a wall between human beings because we're all humans. Treat the others the way you want them to treat you.